If fever is helping the immune system fight, then why do we rush to bring it down? Isn't that kind of getting in our own immune system's way? When bacteria or viruses invade the body, the immune system spots them immediately, no confusion there, and quickly sends neutrophils and macrophages as the frontline troops into battle. At the same time, the hypothalamus receives a call for backup and decides to turn up the heat, raising the body's temperature, what we all know as a fever. On one hand, raising your body temperature slows down how fast bacteria and viruses can replicate, which weakens their fighting power. So sure, they might look like they're smiling on the outside, but on the inside, total screaming. On the other hand, higher temperature give the immune system a boost, getting immune cells moving and doing their job. Kind of like the stock market on a really good day. Everything's up and everyone's working at full throttle. And for neutrophils in particular, higher body temperature makes them more active, meaning they respond more strongly to chemical signals and rush straight toward the battlefield. Basically, they get faster, sharper, and way more eager to fight. For macrophages, higher body temperature boosts their ability to engulf pathogens, which means they can literally eat more bacteria. And yes, they're very serious about it. As for dendritic cells, their main job is antigen presentation. So what does that actually mean? Think of them as the intelligence officers on the battlefield. They gather all the information, then head straight to the lymph nodes to call in backup. And when body temperature goes up, they deliver that information faster. Basically like a video game character who just hit the sprint button and is now moving at full speed. For lymphocytes, higher body temperature increases their ability to divide and multiply, basically creating more clones of themselves. When there are more T cells, they go on to activate even more B cells. So moderate fever is like blowing the battle horn, telling every unit in the immune system to suit up, Mark 43 armor on, and suddenly you're looking at an Iron Man army. And fever also triggers protective responses in the body. For example, the liver has a special mechanism. When body temperature rises, it releases less iron into the bloodstream. Many bacteria depend on iron to reproduce. Take the iron away, and they can't multiply. So this is basically cutting off their food supply, leaving them hungry while the immune system hunts them down. But that battle horn can't be blown forever. Raising body temperature comes with side effects. The first system that can't handle it is the nervous system. After all, the brain has been spoiled its whole life. It really doesn't tolerate prolonged high temperatures very well, because when the fever goes too far, the generals may still be fighting the war, but the government is already planning to surrender. So in other words, lowering a fever isn't sabotaging the immune system. It's a strategic adjustment, because when body temperature gets too high, the brain's protective barrier starts to fail. At that point, the brain is basically wide open, and bacteria and viruses can walk in like, wow, no security? And start attacking your brain. And fever is incredibly expensive for the body. For every 1 degree rise in temperature, your basal metabolic rate jumps by about 10% to 18.5%. That means you're burning through nutrients and water like crazy. The longer it lasts, the heavier the burden on your body becomes. Eventually, you run low on supplies. And when that happens, even the Iron Men can't keep fighting at full power. Winning a few battles is great, but running out of fuel is how you lose the war.